Shalom, YouTube. This is your Ark, God's Magnified, coming back with another video. This video is titled, Debtors Never Win. So with that being said, let's get to the subject matter at hand. Okay, guys, when we go into these courts, we go into these courts as obligors. Obligors are debtors, and I will prove that, in this video. But, as you can see on the screen, it has arrears or arrears. See, the whole thing about child support is a contract dealing with you and money. If you're not talking about that issue, then you're wasting your time. You're going in there trying to say all this other stuff, and it ain't gonna work for you. Only thing they want to know is how they gonna settle the debt. That's all they want to know. So you going in there talking about your constitutional rights and all that, that's getting tossed right out. So I wouldn't do it. Take for somebody who tried it. I tried it. It didn't work for me. So, and I know it haven't worked for anybody else. I'm still waiting to see proof on that. So, with that being said, let's read the definition of arrears or arrearages. Money which is overdue and unpaid, e.g., overdue mortgage or rent payments. You see? So, arrears is an overdue payment. Basically a late payment or payments missed, which still is debt. Because once you owe somebody anything, you are considered the debtor. And debtors never win in court. You cannot win in court as a debtor. So let's go forward. Okay, on the screen you have debt. Left hand on the left column, it says debt. A sum of money due by certain, an expressed agreement, a specified sum of money owing to one person from another, including not only obligations of debtor to pay, but right of creditor to receive and enforce payment. You see, guys? So a debtor is the obligor. An obligor is a debtor. They just calling you, they trying to make it sound a little bit better. Instead of calling you an obligor, a debtor, they just call you an obligor. You see, but it basically means a debtor. Okay? And then it says liability on a claim. And then it got the bankruptcy code in the subsection. But as we go a little bit deeper, let's scroll down a little bit more. And a fixed and certain obligation to pay money or some other valuable thing or things, either in the present or in the future, in a still more general sense, that which is due from one person to another, whether money, goods, or services. In a broad sense, any duty to respond to another in money, labor, or services. You see that, guys? It says any duty to respond to another in money, labor, or services. So you got guys on here telling you to, take the mail and send it back. But they saying you owe a debt and you don't respond back to those documents. Then next thing you know, you get paperwork in the mail stating that you owe this much money, and they're going to start garnishing your check. Why? Because you never responded back. You see? Or they tell you to send your court documents back. You send your court documents back, next thing you know, you got a warrant out for your arrest. You get pulled over, you going to jail. Why? Because you never responded back. So I won't advise anybody to take their mail and put it back in the box and send it back off. Nah, respond to it. Respond to it. That's the whole point. You got to respond to it. Okay, let's continue. So with that being said, guys, everything has to do with the settlement of the debt. I already did a video called Stand in Honor. You see? So it all ties in the same thing. You got guys teaching all this other stuff, man, it just don't work. It ain't gonna work. You're going in there arguing. Your argument has nothing to do with the facts. It don't state any relief. So, it's just ridiculous, man. And you don't have a proof of claim. So they just in there you just gonna be in there just talking, and the judge gonna look at you like you crazy. Then he gonna throw right on out. He gonna dismiss it, and then you're gonna be looking stupid. And that's how it goes. You see what I mean? And then those guys who gave you the services, they'll say, well, you know how those lawyers are, I mean, you know how those judges are. They're going to do anything to protect it. Nah, it ain't that. It's just that the documents you provided don't work. You see, guys? So the whole thing is debtors never win. So if you're going in as the debtor, which is the obligor, then you're going to lose. And let's continue forward. Okay, as you see on the screen, top right hand side, debtor, one who owes a debt to another who is called the creditor. You see? So they are called the creditor, the agency, the child support agency, and they're calling you the debtor, saying that they loaned something to you when they never loaned anything to you. You see? But let's continue on. One who may be compelled to pay a claim or demand. And they claim it, the child support agency claimed that you owe them a debt. You see? And if you don't respond back to that claim, then you become an acquiescence, and then you agree to what's being stated in those documents. So you must respond back. Let's continue on. Anyone liable on a claim, whether due or to become due. And that's the case law, right? But this, another thing letting you guys know, about a debtor being the obligor. Let's go a little bit deeper. Debtors means the person of whom owes payment or other performances of the obligation secured. Again, secured to who? The creditor or the secured party creditor. You see? Let's continue on. Whether or not he owes or has rights in the collateral and includes the seller of accounts or cattle paper. Right? Let me get that off the screen. Where the debtor and the owner of the collateral are not the same person, the term debtor means the owner of the collateral and any provision of the article dealing with the collateral. Here it is, guys. The obligor and any provision dealing with the obligation, and may include both where the context so requires. You see? So the obligor and the debtor are the same according to contract law. You see? So when they call you an obligor, they basically calling you a debtor. So debtors never win, which is an obligor. So until you guys see that and stay on topic, you gotta stick with the facts and stay with the topic. You just can't get off of arguing other things that has nothing to do with why you're not paying the debt. You see? If you do that, you're gonna lose all the time. They don't want to hear that, because you signed the contract. And when you sign that contract, the Constitution states that they can't come between man and his contract. So yeah, they're not gonna come between the contract. They're just gonna only enforce the contract. So you're going in there arguing all this other stuff, guys. It ain't gonna work. So with that being said, this is a short little video to show you guys that debtors never win. So once you learn the rules of the game, you won't have to beat a debtor going into them courts. So with that being said, y'all be blessed. Enjoy y'all weekend. Shalom, YouTube.